Hey yo, what's up you guys? In this review, I've been waiting to do for such a long time. Now, it's not that I've had this figure for a while. It's the fact that I've wanted this figure for such a long time. I went to GameStop today. Thank you to my mom, partly for paying part of the price because it was more expensive than I thought it would be. But here is the McFarlane DC Multiverse Nightwing. Now, in case you're wondering, I will go over this again. The Nightwing figure that I have, I'm not getting rid of. It's going to be used as my Teen Titans Nightwing. And it'll go with Starfire, Wally West, Beast Boy, and if they make like a Roy or Donna Troy. And Kyle Raynier. They've made a Kyle Raynier. Well, not McFarlane, with the Mattel. Yeah, okay. Well, here's the box. It's a standard box, but it's bigger because it has this little piece here. For the Collect and Connect Batmobile, which I will not be finishing because I don't want the Batgirl because I already have a Batgirl. But I will get another piece from the Batman Who Laughs. So on one side it says Nightwing, DC Multiverse, and on the other side it has Nightwing Better Than Batman. Now, in case you're wondering, I do have that comic. I actually have a full compilation. And on top there's nothing. On the back there's a picture of one of the posters from it. It has all of the figures in the Collect and Connect area, and it says McFarlane Toys on the back. So let's take a look at Nightwing. Oh boy, this figure, man, is so dope. Like, I cannot get over this. I was geeking out. Of course, though, we have to go over his accessories. We'll get to his experience sticks in a sec, but I'm going to go over the other accessories real quick. And also, there is a bio still. So we'll start off with this is the piece. Now, the reason why people were complaining was like, well, we should get like an additional figure out of this, right? We're supposed to get like, maybe some big character or even like a smaller character since there's only like those little areas. But like we got this. And to be fair, when people built it, they're like, this is a pretty good quality. It's just, they're not going to fit in this. And I'm sure they're probably going to release something where they can fit in this. But it's going to cost a lot of money, and I'd rather probably not pay for that. But yeah, so there's that. Really nice. I mean, if I got the other piece from the other Batgirl, like if I got that Batgirl as a gift or something, no doubt I would review that Batgirl and I would finish the Batmobile and it'd be nice. Also, until I get the rest of the Titans, the other Nightwing will be by my nightstand. Because it's very special to me. And then he comes with a standard issue stand that has very faint, I think you might be able to see it more if I turn on a light here. Yeah, there you go. I'm not gonna keep this light on. Well, unless it makes the figure look better. It kind of does on camera. Let me just do that. So then he comes with the card, which has the nice card. It has the same picture as on the back. And on the back, it has Nightwing. It has all this information of the source material. The real name, his full name is Richard Dick Grayson. Height is 5 feet 10 inches, 1.78 meters meters. Weight is 175 pounds, 79 kilograms. And then there's a long bio, so stick with me. Dick Grayson began his crime-fighting career as the original Robin, Batman's protege. In case you're wondering, there's been like 8 Robins, but there's like 4 main ones. Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne is the current one. Tim Drake's Red Robin. Jason Todd died, then came back to life, became Red Hood. And then there's Nightwing. So, Batman's protege and crime-fighting partner. An expert acrobat and skilled fighter, Dick eventually left the nest and ventured out on his own as a new hero called Nightwing. His childhood experiences as a circus acrobat and trapeze artist make him extremely agile. He's a superior fighter and a highly skilled martial artist who's been personally trained by Batman. Nightwing is a keen detective and natural leader, and a strategist with advanced knowledge of a variety of technologies. Now, in case you're wondering where I first was introduced to Nightwing. It was actually through the Young Justice cartoon show, and that's where I really found my love for the character was there. And then my love just spread onward. Now, if you don't know the origin story, I mean, you can basically just search up. Basically, his origin story was, I guess, if you really wanted to go all the way back, like his actual origin story was, he was a performer with the circus with his family, and somehow, I don't know how they did it, but like maybe they loosened the line or they wore down the line or something. But I can't remember his name either. But this guy apparently sabotaged his parents, and right before he could catch them, the line snapped, and they fell down and they died. And then Bruce Wayne was like, "Hey, you're just like me. You want to do the same things I do and beat the crap out of criminals?" Okay, and then he became the first Robin. So, and I will discuss some of the little jokes they have here, but okay. So overall view. I mean, there's still two more accessories we need to get into. So I'll take out one though because they're both the same. So here is his scream stick, which is a lot better than the other Nightwing scream sticks. They were like super tiny. They were like, I would say almost probably, and they were probably long until that little notch piece from here to here, but they were super skinny and they looked like small little sticks. It looked like what would happen if you folded up his scream sticks. But they got a nice grip. They got a nice texture. You can see the sculpt work in there, the grip. And they do have storage on the back. That's what these rings are for. You can, a lot of people say to like, I can't remember if it's to slide it in. And you have to go till that little notch piece there. So there you go. Because they say that if you go in from, I mean, it does work if you go from here, but it's potential of breaking that piece eventually. Of course, I'm not going to use that much, but, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to get it back in his hands. But yeah. So overall look. Very nice. Now on camera he shows up shinier than he does on in real life IRL. But nonetheless, he still looks really good. All the blue parts that you see are all sculpted. Shoulder on here, the Nightwing symbol, the mask, the little things on his legs, on his boots or whatever. And then, you know, if you get into it, you see that they sculpted all like the abs, obviously, and then on the arms, and this is like that for both arms, they have like these gauntlets with these painted buckles and all the stuff down here. And then if you go even on like here too, you got all these little sculpted lines and details in there. And then you've got texture up in here, and even up on the thighs as well. And on the other side of the thighs, it's hard to see because I have the scream stick in the way. I'm just too lazy to move it. But you got the sculpted down here. You got the wrinkles down here. And on his boots or his shoes or whatever, just the treads and stuff like that. But yeah. Oh my god. Now, if you don't know why, I don't know, I guess I'll get into this because there is actually, I'm not gonna say their name, but there is someone who has subscribed that I'm like kind of close to, and they're not blood related, but they're family to me, I guess, you know. And they might not know this. This is my favorite hero of all time, and I'll just explain this anyways, because who knows who other people may not. This is my favorite hero of all time, is Nightwing. This tops my favorite hero in Marvel. This tops like my favorite hero, I guess, in Star Wars. I really like this character. He reminds me. He reminds me of me. You know, it reminds me if I was, you know, actually better built, and was a crime fighter. You know, he's like really kind. And I'll get into some of his controversies in a little bit. There's some controversies, and not so much the controversies about the character, it's relationships. Now, if you don't know, I like him with Batgirl. I think he should always go with Batgirl, but they always switch it between Batgirl and Starfire because they can't for sure say that which one he's going to go with because one side will get mad. Now they have made other universes where they are like married. Marie is married. Now the big problem with me is I will get into that later. Now I will say real quick though, I will mention the next video you see of me will be talking about some nerd news because Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7 Episode 1 came out yesterday. There's some Marvel stuff going on. There's some DC stuff going on. But yeah, so he's my favorite superhero of all time, and he just is really kind. You know, he's like me. He just reminds me of my personality. Even the look of him just kind of reminds me of me, and just you know. And there's like these. So NECA at the toy fair recently, I'm gonna have to get into. Okay, I don't have a stand on here, but I'm kind of leaning this against a pillow. At toy fair, and there will be other stuff I'll talk about when I get into the nerd news. There's a bunch of stuff revealed at toy fair, like a Venomized Marvel Legend wave, which I'm actually interested in getting. I might get it all, and just have a display of a Venomized thing here. Now NECA. I know NECA's expensive, but they brought, because it's from the Arkham game, they brought some Screaming Sticks, and I'm like, if I save up enough money, I will buy those because those are epic. But anyways, we should probably get back into the figure. This figure is awesome. Let's take a look at his great articulation. Okay, so I'm gonna move you down. Now there's a way, yeah, okay. So we'll start with his head. He can look up, not too much. Even with that neck joint, he can look down, not too much. He can tilt really nice side to side, and he can obviously look side to side. Shoulders go out. Well, I mean, that much. And he's got a butterfly joint that goes in and out, and also can shift up and down. Now, if you want the lines on his arms to match up with the symbol, you have to push the butterfly joint in. Now, he's got an ab or diaphragm joint, and it goes down, not that much. It goes back, not that much. He can go side to side. But he has this hip joint that you can crunch him down, and then you can crunch him down even more thanks to that hip joint. And you can crunch him back even more since the hip joint. Now, a lot of people with their figures, and it may just be their figures, say that when you look at this, it looks like a diaper. Now I can kind of see that, but when I have this in hand, I don't notice it. It may just be me because I'm a huge fan of Nightwing. You can kick out that far, you can kick back that far. You got a double jointed knee. Oh, I completely missed. Oh, what am I doing? I'm messing up here. Okay, so we got that. He's got a double jointed elbows. How could I forget the arm articulation? He's got double jointed elbows. He's got wrist articulation, and it can swivel, but like it depends on where you position. I have them where they go up and down, but you can position them to go in and out. So we already went over the double jointed knees and stuff. He's got an ankle that moves back, moves forward. Got ankle pivot, and he's got toe articulation that goes up that far. Yes, toe articulation. Now, time to compare them to some figures, and to save time, I'm going to pause this. Of course, you won't know this. I don't know why I have to mention that, but yeah. So, the first review, I'm going to get it out of the way. This has never happened on my channel before. It's comparing a same character to an older version. So this is DC Essentials, and this is my first Nightwing. I will not get rid of him. He's gonna go on my nightstand, and he's gonna also be a part of my Titans thing. So there's that. Here's him with his mentor, who's also a part of the McFarlane line. Nice. They look well together. And then his girlfriend, or one of his girlfriends, the girlfriend I prefer, Batgirl. I'm not going to change the pose, no. I'm not going to make her hand straight up and down. But yeah, these two are going to go well together. So that is the McFarlane Nightwing review. Let me know what you think of the review. Let me know what you think of the figure. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. If you liked the video, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.